Hi, welcome to Kevsyourking Adventures. This is Freckles. I'd like to introduce my king and say thank you all for being here. Go on, Kev.
Well, thank you. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the show. It's Kevsyourking. Kev's the guy in the sky who loves to fly. That's me, Kevin. Thank you so much. We are in Puerto Rico. See, we're heading to do a little tropical storm hunting.
I welcome to Kevsyourking Adventures. This is Freckles. I'd like to introduce my king and say thank you all for being here. Go on, Kev. Let's fly.
Well, okay, let's fly. Quit talking over me. Oh, baby. Thank you so much. Makes me laugh every time I do that. Alright, so we're set inside the cockpit. We have TO config, the final button. Just a quick check. Are you ready, kids? Yes, we are set. We're in the Delta. Team USA this time to chase the weather. Normally I wouldn't chase it in Team USA colors, but what the heck. It is the USA. This little island nation is a part of the US, so no passports required to be here if you're a US citizen. I'd retire there someday, but you know, quite frankly, storms like this really set the island back. They have power issues in that infrastructure in that country is decades old. So when they get power outages here, man, you're down for usually days. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. You can see we got some cloudy skies here. We're catching bits and pieces of that big tropical storm brewing off just to the west of the little fun island that I used for testing. So Princess Juliana, you guys know where we're going. If you've been here before, you know the game. We're heading to TNCM. This has this no ILS. It's all RNAV, VOR, approaches and landing. So no ILS here today. We're going to stick this right. Did he just say stick it? He did. Freckles, quit chit-chatting over there. You got ITC today. We are set here. We turn these on just in case. I don't think the temperature's even going to be close to what we need there, so I'll probably turn those off. But we have normal weather conditions. We're in a beautiful A330. The Trent 7000s are firing up here, as you can hear. We're roaring down the runway. We're looking for V1, about 162, 163. And we can hit a rotate at 170. There is V1. We're at the ones on the runway. We got twos, we got VR and V2. We are set. Let's go ahead and raise this nose up slightly. Pitch a bit. Try not to go too crazy. Gain a little speed. We'll go ahead and gear up. Thank you so much. Flaps back to 0. Speed is just gonna smoke fast on manual here, so stay within the parameters of the flight plan. Come on, nose down just slightly. Thank you so much. Not that much.
Goodbye. San Juan Center KEV 777 Kilo Echo Victor 777 is passing 1,100 feet, climbing 5,000 feet. KEV 777 Kilo Echo Victor 777 now.
Bing, bing.
9.85 radar contact to continue. KEV 777 Kilo Echo Victor 777 climb and maintain 5,000 feet. Expect 8,000 feet. Climb and maintain 5,000 feet. Expect 8,000 feet. KEV 777 Kilo Echo Victor 777.
We're all set. We're good to go here, boys and girls. How come you're not super bright up here today? Must be just right on the Huh. Okay, did we turn on the rest of the stuff? I did not turn these up. Let's turn these up, see what I got. No, it's just because of the late Microsoft playing games with my brain.
Climb and maintain 8,000 feet. KEV 777 Kilo Echo Victor 777.
Don't think we're gonna need this. Check this out real quick when we get going. We'll turn it back on if we need it, but we'll leave the alarm on just in case. It'll notify me on board if something looks like it's not right. Cool. Aircraft is stable and in good condition. We're heading to Hammer time. Cool. Go ahead, get out of the cabin chairs. We're just gonna float here at 8,000. I don't know what to expect from a wind angle perspective. We're getting a 17 knot kicker. It's fighting it really good to stay on track. So you can see we got a couple degree designation on this side of the fence. This aircraft is a stable, solid one. Very, very pleasant to fly. So for those of you that aren't aware of this, this is the Headwind model. It's based on the fly-by-wire frameworks. So a lot of the calculations, etc., are still based on the fly-by-wire A320 configuration. So you need that. But it is community free. Free. I said it again 3 times. Free, no charge. And trust me, these aircraft fly super stable. If you want to save yourself some money and be able to fly, I'm going to I don't get any paid reimbursement for this, but might I recommend you go ahead and take the discounted version when you see it, Microsoft Flight 2020. If not, reach out to me and we can talk about X-Plane. Just saying. I don't fly in that right now. I don't have it loaded on this PC, but that doesn't mean Kev doesn't have a copy of it. So you're just not seeing it on this channel.
128.65 KEV 777 Kilo Echo Victor 777.
But if you go to my YouTube channel,
San Juan Center KEV 777 Kilo Echo Victor 777 8,000 feet.
okay, sorry, just making sure I understood what Freckles was telling Tower. If you go to my specifications in my community section, you can see that those are the current specs I have. And right now, the equivalent of that in today's dollars versus what I paid 5 years ago for it, it's relatively inexpensive. Microsoft 2020 runs really well on that level of computing and graphic card. So it takes a while to load. that is part of the complaints that drove some of the 24 stuff. Consoles were taking way too long and too much memory and disk space to load, so they put a lot of it into the cloud space and then just call cloud servers to pull that data back in 24. Problem with 24 is they screwed up the framework of the actual flight model itself and redesigned it, rewrote it to be more compatible with the newer generation of computers and consoles. So I'm not on 24. You have seen me here play with it quite a bit. I get very frustrated when I land an aircraft and I can't shut it down off the runway, and it just decides to go rogue on me. I mean, what's the point of even flying then? So some of the streamers do have specifically designed pieces of paid software that help kind of control that, limit it. Myself, I've already wasted several hundred euros on 24 and associated airliners and aircraft, and I'm not gonna go there. But if you really want to do something that's computing cheaper, computing power wise, and don't mind having a 5-10 minute load, yeah, this Headwind model and the A320 fly-by-wire model really are stable at this point in 2020. Don't use the Asobo V2. If you go just buy Microsoft's 2020 version, don't use the Asobo V2. Go back to the Asobo. Asobo V2 has some weird nuances to it. The V2 is a newer version of it, but I still have some weird little discrepancies. I don't know if it's just me or what, but I ran an Asobo V2 the other day and put the video out there. I think it's going to go out tomorrow. But I wasn't thrilled with it. Inabuilds has a 350 out there right now. Inabuilds products I have not sold on. I don't see the value, neither is the Phoenix. So buyer beware. If you like Boeing, frankly, the PMDG 737, man, that's flight level, study level kind of stuff. It's good, it's stable. It works well in this version of Microsoft, so it's another one, but you have to pay for it. And I guess it just depends on how far back in the retro scale of things do you want to go to 737 MAX, etc. But PMGG does have a study level 737 that you can trust and rely on. So they've been very good about support, etc. over the years. In X-Plane, before I came to the Airbus side, I was all Boeing. 777. Okay, you guys, that's why we have sevens. There's also no such thing as a FedEx 777 flight number. That's why it was kind of a joke as well. But yeah, Boeings were the aircraft of choice back in those days. No, they're not. Salty Sims 747. I use it now and then in this 2020 stuff. I still have minor issues with it. I'm not a super fan of how they set their integration up, but it's for a community-driven one. It is closer to flight study level. My problem with the 747s. Cool. Heard some thunder from that lightning. The 747 Salties, even just like the standard Asobo stuff. When you get above 38,000 feet, the aircraft, or even 36,000, seems like it's 36,000 and above. When you hit that cruising altitude, the aircraft will porpoise. And what I mean by that is it will float 100 feet below, 100 feet above, 100 feet below, 100 feet above. It goes up and down within a certain range, and then because of the oscillation of that movement, it porpoises the entire aircraft up and down. And you can see some of that porpoising here is it's trying to make some adjustments on live weather. This aircraft is even doing it a bit. I go into the cockpit, you can see the numbers are going to move slightly, right? You can see that I am moving slightly, but it's also calculating on wind here. But in the 737, it's actually a go from 80-20 to 80-70, 79-80. It does that. And you can see the trim here is trying to control that as best it can. But in the 747s, it really porpoise bad, and you have to just patiently ascend carefully above 30,000 feet so you don't get too much porpoise. Love it. We're seeing lots of thunder and lightning here today. Look at this. We're getting the cracks and pops and bells and whistles. Look at this. Cool, man. Well, this is the first tropical storm of the season in this part of the Atlantic. This is a Cat 3 tropical, or I think it was Storm 3? I gotta look now. I gotta look before I start misinformation everywhere. What were you set for? As of today, at this time, you are it was a tropical storm, so let's just double check. That's what you're saying. Live map today says it is just about.
You are 79 miles west. Climb and maintain 15,000 feet. Expect RNAV runway 10 approach via Sluco transition. Clear to Sluco.
Yeah, it's transitioning from a tropical storm to a hurricane itself, so it's reaching that Cat 3 level, which is what I thought. And it's just on the edge of this is where we're starting to see it. Microsoft isn't translating that METAR data correctly down to us because the winds are higher than that right now in this blow by that we're going by right now on the map. So, yeah. Okay. But you get some cool pictures out of it. Look at that lightning over there. Cool. Show me another one, Microsoft. There you go.
KED 777 Kilo Echo Victor 777. Please expedite your climb 15,000 feet.
Not happening, man. I'm not climbing to 18,000 feet, honey bun. You can scream all you want. It's not happening. Nope. Not today. Do 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 do. Do do do. .992 isn't going to be the right one either.
KEV 777 Kilo Echo Victor 777, please expedite your climb 15,000 feet.
Well, thanks, man. We're 50 miles away, so I'm just going to start to patiently prep for this turn. I got a slight turn, don't I? Yeah. Cool. Denied. Denied, my lovely. Not happening. I'm bringing this bad boy in. We're gonna land this sweet little aircraft down nice and easy. Bunker up for the storm. It's not going to hit Puerto Rico head on, so I won't be able to come back tomorrow and hit this flip on the reverse side because it's going to turn north. So, as far as I'm concerned, ATC is being totally ignored right now, so we're going to fly this in ourselves. We're going to have limited visibility here, so this is the challenge, right? So outside in this view, you get to see stuff you can't see from the cockpit per se real clear. So you can see some clarity over to the left and right in the cockpit, but straight ahead we're really super limited on our visibility side. So with that being said, when I hit inside
KEV 777 Kilo Echo Victor 777, please expedite your climb 15,000 feet.
when I hit Ivaki at
KEV
20,
777 Kilo Echo Victor 777, descend and maintain 2,600 feet.
yeah, hey, now you're gonna drop maybe 2,600.
Maintain 2,600 feet.
I have to say, as soon as I hit Ivaki, I'm gonna be down in the 2,000 range. So I wouldn't have had to. I wouldn't normally have started my descent yet. I would have waited till juice another 5 miles or so. Yeah, well, it's closer than that now. But the first thing is to decelerate. So before I do my descent to 2,600 feet, I'm going to decelerate. So you know me, I like the super speed. So I feel the need for speed. American, not British. I had to laugh. I saw somebody got nailed for a 61 mile an hour speeding ticket on the M14, and there was a big stink about him getting the ticket, and I'm like, dude, 61? 61 is a slow lane in the United States, man. people pass you up and go, what's your problem, man? And yet in the UK, it's like, oh my God, he was a Formula One racer. Like, yeah, okay. Now, I understand the roads are a bit narrower in the UK, but you guys drive like grannies. You're all a bunch of slow pokes. And the ones that do speed get stuck by the cameras all over the place. And little speed cameras everywhere. Alright, so we can do this. I'll arm it. No, in fact, not yet. Not yet. I gotta wait for Marky to show up, but we're down in the right range, so let's go ahead and send. I don't need to be crazy about this, so do some careful planning and preparation. We'll be safe and sound regardless of whether or not we can see the runway. We're going to line this up and do it old school style. So I'm going to go ahead and lock the door to keep the riffraff out. I'm going to drop here below 5 soon, so you just got to be patient. Yep, we're about 20 out now, right?
119.7
Yeah.
KED 777 Kilo Echo Victor 777. Goodbye. Juliana
So,
approach
I'm gonna
KED
speed this up
777 Kilo
slightly.
Echo Victor 777 is passing 7,000 feet,
Do
descending
so, that means I'm
2,600
going to
feet.
change my angle here. Instead of a normal optimized 2 to 3 degree descent, I'm going to do more like a 4 to 5 degree descent to get us down into that lower level while the speed will creep up. Because once they hit flaps 1, my 240 is my cap. And no need to slow down to get there. It's not like I'm going to go on 330 here. This will go to about 260 and then she'll level off. Maybe 270. Nah. 260. Well, maybe 270. Looks like I'm going to hit 270. I'm off by 10. Oh, not quite 270. 268. Something like that. Alright, so now the speed's going to come back down. We're going to level back off at 2,600 feet. This will be a nice angle for us to approach. Make it real easy for us. This is going to drip back down now when we hit the bark. So
KED 777 Kilo Echo Victor 777, you are 15 miles west of Juliana. Contact Juliana Tower on 118.7 when inbound on the approach. Tower on 118.7 KED
ILS is useless here, so we just need to make sure we have the right altimeter because we're going to fly blind here for a bit. We need this reading coming at us right now.
West inbound, RNAV runway 10 approach.
RNAV 73 255 at 15. So
Cleared RNAV runway 10 approach. Cleared RNAV runway 10 approach KED. It's
going to be a tailwind for us.
Victor 777.
Okay. She's going to want to shove me a little bit to the left. But we're going to line up here with our nav right off the bat. Let's see how it holds. This green box is where we're going to try and line this bad boy up. So I need to just spin and stay stable. Coming down below the green, we're set here. I can start my deceleration even further. Let's go to flaps 1. Arm the brakes. We have our brake settings here. Let's go ahead and set the tops. So we need our landing lights, our runway lights. I throw the taxi on because I can. I'll throw these on. And we're going to go to full. Belt buckle, baby. Let's do this. No hesitation. I can do this just in case. Most of the time you guys see I don't play with that at all, but we're going to put those in the ready state. We got locked. We can do a flap adjustment, bring the speed down, final speed number. So we're going to come down to 165. Somewhere between 165 and 160, that's your normal glide angle, so that I can go to this. She's coming down. As soon as I hit below 180, I can hit flaps full. We'll jump to 2 and 3. I need to turn off autopilot shortly. I'm inside my range, so I'm going to do this. And we are cleared to land, so we're going to go full flaps.
Clear to land runway 10
Pilot has control of the runway. It's straight ahead. Your phone is green and aligning it, and we're going to go down. So I'm going to set my minimums. And we're going to start our crawl down.
$2,500.
Nope, I'm over the runway already. I waited too long. Yep, sorry guys. Didn't have visual clean enough, so we'll do a quick turn. This is always the challenge with our nav in blind weather. I don't need to go crazy here, so my abort path was going to take us away, so I'll stay within the parameters of the flight and reapproach. So we're going to head back out. And this is total Kev flying the aircraft right now. None of this matters up here except this number. This number will drive what I'm looking at here. So we're totally focused on this and this combination right now. These give me feedback of where I'm at with stuff. But I don't need to worry about this stuff. In fact, I can clear these off right now. I don't need these. So this is all expected pilot flight. You normally would see this in a smaller aircraft anyway coming into this airport, but we like a good challenge, don't we? So I'm going to go about 3 miles out, 4 miles out, come and hook right about here. This was not a Vaki, it was it a Vaki? It was a Vaki. No, Vaki is 10 out. Whatever that one is. Anyway. I'm in full flaps and my motors are kind of... You see the numbers here, I gotta keep it in the 50 range. I can't go crazy yet, I don't want to rip too much. Easy, baby. Got a headwind, I'm buffing. Okay. We're holding right in that range here, slight climb. I'm going to drip it and turn it. I don't want to go that far, man. Just easy. Now, we're going to go ahead and do our bank. I don't want it to climb, but I don't want it to be too shallow either. There we go. Okay, so I'm looking for a visual sign of the aircraft. Finding our target, runway. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the gear down now. This is gonna slow me up significantly, so you gotta make a slight, just a touch, not that much, man. My controls are super touchy. So, I gotta be real careful here. Alright, so.
$1,000. $400.
Pull up, pull up, pull up.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
That's how you land it in a tropical storm, baby, with nothing but visual.
KEV 777 Kilo Echo Victor 777, turn next taxiway.
I made it more dramatic than I needed to. I wanted to swing in for giggles. I wanted to be left and have to swing hard in. We did it though, because I can. If it was real passengers, guys, I wouldn't do that, okay? So, but, hey, man, that's half the fun. I tell you, once you get a joystick in your hand and you start flying, you're going to go, damn, this is kind of fun. People don't realize it until they get in the aircraft and they go, oh, cool. safety regulations prevent you from doing this stuff in the real world, but I'm not regulated. I'm just a guy at home having fun on my laptop, my PC.
Echo Victor 777, contact ground on 118.7.
118.7 KEV 777
Freckles
Kilo
and I
Echo
got to
Victor
have some fun.
777. Goodbye.
Turning around this big aircraft is really hard with these engines. My feet are just pegged to the floor. You can see, hard to get this bad boy to swing. Trying to get it to come over here. Hard to get it just the right angle. So what am I at? A half hour? There you go. Okay. Alright, we're going to do the reverse out of here and go back to TJSJ. And thanks for being here. This was fun. You landed safe and sound. Although as a pilot, you probably would have been squawking at me the whole way, but I could literally crash us, but we didn't. Told ya. Have a great day. Thanks for being here. Cheers.